speakers with the
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paracast Radio, Episode 1. This is the grand opening of the best podcast for Paragon on the internet via the web. It is going to be fantastic. I'm your boy, Snyder1 with Snyder Elite Gaming, and I am here with Original Goku, the GOAT of all Gokus. My boy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. It's been a good week of Paragon. I'm just glad to be here. We've been in the motion for this for a while. Just glad I could do it with my co-partner, and I'm pretty excited to get all this information out there, and I'm ready to get the ball rolling.
Hey, most people don't realize this, but we've tried to record this episode many times, and all our fans just keep jumping into our Discord chat. And we have been making mistake after mistake, but it is okay. We will get this show out to you guys. It's going to be amazing.
Yep.
So, speaking of your Paragon week, how's it been, man? Like, what do you like? How's it been going? Like, you've been doing good? You've been doing bad? This, that, and the third. What's up?
Me? Have I been doing good or bad?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I've been doing about so because I haven't been able to stack like everybody else. I usually go into solo queue, and everybody has their own version about this game or how they think it should be rolled. And sometimes you get stuck with maybe running crunch as support because of an accidental pick, and you don't end up feeding, but you end up doing well. I've had a great week. I've been playing Kalari in the jungle. Even though she's getting nerfed, that's not the reason why I'm good with her. I typically like to use the crippling dagger into the majority of my initiations. I like the fact that it slows people and it has double the distance of a carry shot. So you can hit someone from a far distance. It's like hitting the back beer pong cup in beer pong. Whenever you just call it out, you're like, island, boop,
Yeah. But hey, I'm not even gonna talk about my week. My week was just not even remotely close to what I'm used to. I mean, how the hell am I gonna? I'm not gonna throw my name out there, but I dodged a couple of them because just people were just being stupid, and I couldn't afford another dodge. And guess what I get? Karma right in the ass, dude. I got 4 fucking carries. Let's fucking go, and I'm just rickrolling my eyeballs backwards. Feel like just
this is a carry meta. Wink, wink.
Yeah, right. No, it is caster meta, and if you are not running casters or Wukong, you are fucking wrong. Oh my god. But I just felt like I was just getting, mushroom stamped on the forehead as I just watched the peril just roll over me. I'm just like, dude, I need just a beer. I need more than just one, if you know what I'm saying. But I mean, it is what it is. People are going to start trying to be creative early, but eventually people will catch on to what's supposed to be happening, and then Paragon will get good again. Hopefully.
Yes.
But
yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. But we're gonna start off the show with our agenda, as you can see in front of you. We're gonna be doing community corner and patch notes, competitive league, card of the week, and then we're gonna round it out with a Q&A from one of our viewers, whether it be from our stream, my YouTube. We're gonna get a good question in and try to get some information out there. But to start it off, community corner / patch notes. They're very similar this week. What are your thoughts as far as what is going on? I know you don't watch it, and that is why I love you so much, Goku.
I'm glad.
Because
well, since it's ours,
you get those that reactions, man. The reactions are what makes this is what's gonna make this stream / podcast the greatest. They are nerfing Iggy, Quang, Kalari, and Wukong, as well as the cards Godmother Vigilant, Shadow Dancer, and Flame of Zetchin. What are your thoughts, big dog?
Well, I think it's kind of funny now that I'm re-going through this. My thoughts on the process are I've seen there was a point where I was in the upper elo before I started solo queuing in this game type or this update, if you will, and it just wasn't well. You get jumped by too many casters, it's over with. But I've seen a lot of the epic people using the cards that are actually getting nerfed, like Godmother Vigilant and Flame of Zekin, and the other two. What's the other two, Snyder?
Shadow Dancer was
I haven't
one
seen him
missing
use
card. That's
Shadow Dancer.
the Countess card. That's the Countess card.
I haven't seen any Countess. I usually see the Epic guys running Iggy or Kawari. I've seen one run Richter.
Yep.
That's also another thing. People don't understand that Richter and Aurora, I feel like they had a 300% usage increase since this patch.
I know, dude. Hey, I mean, beyond that, dude, I just like when I see like these guys rolling in, and I'm like, where were you one patch ago, man? Where was your double-digit kills then? Like, where were you? Come on now. Like, I feel like the skill level for a lot of what's going on is just like not necessarily dumber, but it just feels weird. It's like
it definitely takes a less brain power in this patch. A lot less brain power. All you really have to do is group up and land your skills.
Yep.
Just try to pick somebody off, and then you can steamroll them.
I mean, literally slow push the outside, just mob it in the inside. But I mean, I mean, do you think Iggy and Quang really deserve a freaking nerf? I mean, I feel like it's really
Godmother Vigilant being nerfed. I don't think Quang deserves a nerf like that, but there are things about Quang that make him impeccably strong. Like, excuse me, he has a sword toss that goes into all of his moves, and you're like, how does it go into all of his moves? Well, if you just do the R1 and not do Heaven's Fury and go in with the alt and then do Heaven's Gift, I think that's what it's called, Heaven's Gift, whenever he gets the increased ability armor and physical armor along with doing ability damage around him. If you just do the ultimate and then go in with that, you're guaranteeing 1,000 right there. And if you have Godmother Vigilant on, you're a tank.
Yeah,
you're a tank that just destroyed the carry.
Yeah.
So you're right behind there. You've literally surpassed their front line and destroyed what little hope they had at cleaning everybody up or keeping everybody back. And at that point, it's just GG's.
I mean,
Quang's a very strong hero. He can play jungle. He can play left lane very, very strongly.
I mean,
I want to see the numbers. I want to see how bad they hit him. I want to see where they hit him.
It's going to be dirty because I mean, the only thing that they said in the community corner as like giving us like reason why that they're doing what they're doing was literally the cursed freaking regen decks that people are rolling. And to me, I don't see that very often. I see the Godmother for the most part, but I don't see the cursed regen because people just I don't know. It just feels like it's unwarranted at the moment as long as they get rid of the card. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Exactly. Godmother, I think taking Quang and they should have waited to the next update to take Quang down because Godmother is what really makes him really impossible to deal with. You have Mana Reactor on him, you got Godmother, all that health you're losing is getting turned into mana, and then all you have to do is just keep activating your abilities. So he has a passive lifesteal, so no matter how many times he swings, he's still getting a little bit of health back each time, which makes him that much more tanky.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, I'm in agreement with a lot of what they're doing, and I'm looking forward to this next patch because you're going to see what else is broken, and you're going to see people latch onto what else is, the new freelo, and then you're just going to see, people complain even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. No, because whenever people can't adapt, it's called that salt or that you mad, and they decide to pick pieces of the game that they don't like, and I hate this game because of this and this and that. It's just it's the same game, same map, same heroes, different meta. Adapt, overcome.
Adapt and overcome.
Don't bash the game. Why are you bashing the game? Why bash the game? You're just going to make it worse for everybody else. Crying and complaining and saying that this game is complete terrible is just a childish response to something. Why is it terrible? What, because you can't handle the casters? What, because you used to be a phase main or a jungle main and it's not the same anymore? What's your issue? The people that or the people that this game is bad and they play the heroes that got buffed. I'm just like, your whole hero selection got upgraded. I don't understand it. It's stupid.
Yep. I mean, I agree. It's definitely I think this game, because it's we expect things to be a lot better than what they currently are. This game is still in beta. It's still being improved. They got a vision. We just gotta trust in it. And I mean that kind of takes me to my next point is, with all nerfs, there's got to be some kind of buffs, and this patch is no different. We are going to be getting buffs to Gideon, Zinx, and Wraith. What do you think, big dog?
Honestly, with Zinx, she needed one extremely bad. She was in a very bad place. Her dot wasn't doing nowhere near as much damage anymore. I feel like she only had one true way to be ran, and that's either with Godmother Vigilant and Mana Reactor on. Which, like, I keep bringing up Godmother Vigilant, but this is the reason why this card's getting
It's getting
what's the
nerfed.
word?
I mean, it's the only true tank card that is really easy to just build into. It's so simple that it's really narrowing down the creativity that this system is trying to put into place. And so, but without that card, because of that nerf, you gotta look at the characters that rely on that card, and you're like, dude, we gotta change. Now we gotta freaking help out all these
I
characters
feel
because
like
they're
the
running
new
that
tank
card.
cards are going to be like Yomi Guardian or the counterattack one, or that's a Yomi Guardian. I think it's counterattack.
I mean,
Um,
maybe even the
I don't know.
freaking that marsh card that does like a huge slow to everybody and gives you like 500 health. Um,
There's another one. I am the one with the tribe. I am the one with the tribe. Have
Yeah.
you seen that one?
yeah, one with the tribe. It's
Power.
it's that growth card. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
So if you're with your crew, you get like 60 plus power. It's like
Yep.
whoa.
Whoa. But I'm most excited for Gideon because that dude was the poster child. He's the guy that has been on every freaking commercial. What happened?
I wish they would change his ult completely.
Oh, dude, that's what they're doing, man. That is why I'm so hyped for it, because this dude was the poster child. He is the guy that's on every commercial. I mean, come on, dude. You see the freaking cosmic rift open up and just dropping meteors on people. Granted, the meteors were dope because they were doing mad damage right now, but like everybody understands that you're supposed to ult on as many people as possible and watch them evaporate beneath you. And that was just not happening.
I mean, when you ult on top of somebody and the gadget just drops her ult and kills you while you're still ulting and she's still underneath your ult with half health and you're just like, how does this happen to me? That shouldn't be a thing. Especially whenever they both do relatively the same damage. Granted, she doesn't have a teleport, but she does have a speed boost.
I mean, and beyond that, I mean, I had a game where I ulted in on like 3 people who were already occupied by like my whole other team had already engaged. I had the perfect ult on everybody, and it did fucking nothing. It was like I was smacking people with a wet paper towel, and I paid for it because literally everybody turned around and killed me, and I had for what? Like why? There's no reason to use his ult right now, and the fact that they're buffing that it's got me hyped. I'm truly excited for it.
I wish he would just drop a big ass rock, like a super rock, like a big old cosmic rock. Just, 700 damage. Just take it, baby.
What if they did the reverse?
What?
What if they reversed those 2 moves? Like instead of dropping a rock on somebody, you just open up like a little black hole underneath them, and it slows them
over time.
Not even damage. Let's just make it a slow. Let's make it like something to where you can't run in any direction.
Just pulling you.
Right? And then the fucking God Rock fucking just comes out of nowhere as an ult, and it's just and just nukes everything in sight, and you're just like, all right.
I mean, you saw the
trailer. The trailer.
Concept art. You saw the concept art where it shows Gideon with the super big rock, and he's throwing it at somebody. It's like 40,000 times his size.
I mean, that's what it should have been. That's what it should have been. Hands down is what it should have been. But who do you think? There's got to be a hero missing on this list that should have cut a buff. And you know what I'm talking about because we both main this chick. You know what I'm talking about?
Phase.
Oh yeah.
Phase should cut a buff.
She should.
They should reduce the mana cost early. I don't think pulling someone should cost 1/3 your mana. It's almost like the Richter thing. Like if you go to use your isn't it called Riplash whenever he pulls you?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, whenever he went to go use his Riplash before, he used to have like 275 or like 300 mana, and it cost around 100 mana. You could only get 2 pulls out
Yeah. Yeah.
before
It
you had to wait.
there's no place for her right now. There's like literally she is useless.
Yep.
I mean, you got a half-second stun. You got freaking. You do no damage. Your blind doesn't last for crap. I mean, the only upside to her entire kit is her ult.
She got a nerf coming into this game. She is not the same hero that was before. It's not about the cards. I might be about the the ability tree, the 3 ability trees: agility, vitality, intelligence. It might be something to do with that, but she is just not the same hero. Like, she costs more damage, she heals significantly less. The pull, you almost don't even want to use the pull because it costs so much mana.
Yeah, and then the
16 pulls per second for 4 seconds when you got Narbash who does his drums, and he heals you for 8 mana for 30 health and 15 mana. Like, that's a no-brainer. Like, you just gave me 300 health and 150 mana for doing literally less. 80 mana right there. What? 80 mana. 20 less than phase with considerably more heals, just sitting there playing the drums.
No, and I'm in complete and utter agreement, dude. Like, it's just it's pitiful. It's pitiful. I mean, even her ult doesn't even heal or restore any mana to where you're even worth a fuck doing anything. And so it's depressing. She needs a little bit of quality of life. And I mean, even with her being the way she was in the old patch, I feel like because of all the changes to everybody else and how fast everything got, she still would have been relevant, because you just now took the only card that made her good, the freaking the damage card that allowed her freaking telebeam to be freaking godly, because it's taking all that health.
Magic?
Hell yeah, dude. Magic? I mean,
it's been a while.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, the moment they got rid of that card, I feel like she was nerfed. End of story. Leave her alone. But obviously they didn't, and we're missing out on her.
They're still magic though.
I don't know.
It's just a gem now.
I know.
But you have to get the gem all the way up to you have to be level 17 before you use it, as opposed to having just 7 power, which is literally 7 minutes of the match, and you can have Tainted Magic in.
Yeah, I mean, but with like the burst and the casters that are out nowadays, I've dude, just turn her into a regular caster. Don't even give her a link. Let me just do a side beam cannon at motherfuckers and call it a day. Let me just turn her into a burst caster, and now she'll fit in the meta. But obviously that'll never happen, because she is a support hero, and dreams, they go unrealized.
I would pick Kalari as support over FaZe as support.
I know.
I would pick Wukong as support over as FaZe support. I would pick Gideon as support over FaZe support.
Even with no ult, it's better than FaZe.
No ult. Her ult has been what's it called? It's been nerfed. Very much so. It's not the same kind of how you could use your abilities super quick. Like, her abilities even have a longer time frame before she could use them, so she can't spam her healing abilities anymore. So she's just sitting there, she pulls you, and then she's waiting 12 seconds while the other team just backdoors you, and then you're stuck there with a FaZe that's about to ult. But it doesn't matter, because you got hit with 3 forms of CC and you're already dead.
Yep. Good point. But see, going off of that, that just puts us right into our next point. And where I'm going. We got competitive league, we got meta. What do you think is the state of the game as of right now? Has anybody really changed very much? What is
the state of the game as is right now is who can farm the best. That's it. Who can get the most farm in the match and get stronger than your opponent? Because they all know that the nerfs are coming. They're probably either gonna. They've already switched it up a little bit. I've noticed that they aren't playing there was no Kalari play today, from what I saw from the Bronze Army's first match. There was no Kalari picked, and I think they're trying to stay away from picking characters that are gonna get the nerf, so you don't get too familiar with them. But me in general, I've seen them just play pretty traditional, which is probably because it's a new game, kind of. Like, it's the new meta. They're trying to figure things out. They're using Narbash as support, which I'm not surprised, because as I stated earlier, he's just that guy right now. He has 2 forms of CC, and his abilities can slow. Like, if you have Domain of Stillness, you're like, why Domain of Stillness? Well, it's a really good card, especially when you use his ult, because you slow them down. So if they turn to try to hit you, you can start walking away playing the drums and not get hit, knock them up, hit them with a thunk. And honestly, if you do that much as Narbash, you've already secured the kill. If you have a good team, it's already over with. If you hit him with 2 stuns, that's a guaranteed kill if you didn't kill him with the basics already.
But I mean, I don't know, but I feel like there's, even though like people are running supports and they're still trying to stay as traditional as possible, I feel like with the state of casters right now, like there's no reason to have a real AD carry, because he's so not in the game for so long. Like, I feel like
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I seen this. Countess in the jungle, Quang to the left, Iggy in the middle, and Countess in the jungle, Quang to the left, Iggy in the middle, Kalari and Wukong on the right. And you're like, why Kalari and Wukong? Well, they can decide whoever's going to eat that camp on the left for the enemy team, because it's going to happen regardless. Wukong can sit in the lane by himself, and so can Kalari. So you'd have 2 drifters just eating through jungle. Like, I feel like the meta for this game are the broken heroes right now. The meta's going to change once they nerf those cards, like Shadow Dancer on Countess or all that good stuff. Once they nerf those cards, it's going to change the game and way people play. It's going to be less broken and more balanced. So right now it's in an unbalanced state.
no,
I don't think the competitive league really has an idea of what they want to play just yet.
no, I'm in complete agreement. But I mean, because we're so new into the game, we got to keep our eyes on it. We got to see what's going on, and then we're gonna keep the viewers in mind when it comes to everything. But with that being said, we got the next point on our podcast is gonna be card of the week, and every week we're gonna be trying to highlight a card that is either underrun, that people should be running, and is a game changer. Like, I'm always willing to try new cards on new builds and whatnot, but there's got to be that one this week.
There's one thing I forgot. There's one thing that the competitive league is running. It's about 3 people of Flame of Zekin. It's usually J. Leo Grande's crew. I've noticed that they run about 3 people of Zekin, and they pretty much bait Orb Prime and wait for them to come, get Orb Prime, and eat them and win the game. I forgot. My bad. Sorry. But that's why Flame of Zekin's getting nerfed, because I've watched J. Leo Grande.
Wait, instant kill the Prime. Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, instant kill the Prime, but I've watched J. Leo Grande win basically off of that against CM Stark, and CM Stark was destroying their whole team as Kalari.
Right. I mean, that's
So-
just. But so
that's why it's getting nerfed, because there are those players out there that are a little on the they're gonna play any type of way to win, and that's fine, because that's why they nerf things like this, so that you can't get cheap, easy victories like that. Because in all honesty, you should never be able to just go up to Prime, hit it 5 times, and then use all your Flame of Zekins to guarantee the hardest objective in the game.
mind you,
So-
I literally, as a support, mind you, I'm playing Narbash. I'm just Zetchining all game. 35-minute mark rolls up. I walk my happy ass over to Prime, and let me get that 90%. Boof! And then I got my carry there. One shot. We took Prime. It was seconds. It's not even.
Man, if you just had 2, you only
Right.
had to do was you had to do a quick drive-by on it, and you got Prime.
Right, and that's just broken. So is that your card of the week, Zetchin?
No, my card of the week is Domain of Stillness. He's playing.
Aw.
Oh, you're like, oh wow. Well, I was watching this Narbash run it yesterday. It's kind of a backup card, but he was using it against people that use area of effect CC, like Aurora or Muriel, maybe even Gadget, or even in general CC from
You just saw
Rampage. or whatnot.
you just saved
Huh?
yourself. You just saved yourself.
No. Yep, and they do Domain of Stillness, and then right once Narbash gets out of there, he starts healing everybody, and he'll alt, and pretty much changed the fight with just one card, just standing there. I've watched him do Domain of Stillness because we were going to attack him in the inhib. He used Domain of Stillness whenever I went to go alt on. I alted him. Mind you, you can get alted and you're about to get frosty. You just press that left directional pad, go into Domain of Stillness, nothing happens to your whole team. You're sitting in inhib just like, well, we cooling it, fam. How's it going? 4 seconds. We'll get back to whooping that ass. So Domain of Stillness is one of the underrated cards of the week, I'd say.
That's insane. No, I mean that's a good card. I mean I've only seen it only a handful of times too. Like
That's that one time
perfect.
that it's a good backup card for people that like to take advantage of full range CC like that. So you do that. You stop them from using those abilities. You put them on cooldown for 2 minutes. You win that battle right there. You might win the fight just off of one card.
And are you running on a support or are you running on who you running on?
Support.
Okay. Yep. I can see it. So mine. So I on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I had the guy that runs Monolith Magazine. He was the founder, and he went through a deck with Domain of Stillness. But there's a card. It is what is it called? It slows you down. It's literally, it looks like the knight with the freaking laser sword. You know what I'm talking about? It slows.
Glare?
No, it's not. It's not glare. It is it slows you on ability hit. You know what I'm talking about? What is that card called?
Stagnant Domain.
Yeah. Yes, Stagnant Domain. So that card. He told me that it worked on Iggy, but Iggy's turrets do basic damage. So I went into the match and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's up. If I die and I lose because of this card, I am going to flame his magazine. But I went in, I had a little faith, and sure enough, even though the turrets do basic damage,
His dot does ability damage.
boom, that it works. It works, dude.
Yep.
So that is my card for the week.
Yeah.
It is until the Iggy nerf. That is my card for the week. Put on that slow, watch him just die in your ult. It's beautiful.
Oh yes, it is. That is you're just a little lizard just shredding people with bullets.
You know, hey, and speaking of
And
that,
that being said, let me just take this off topic. What do you think of the new hero?
Drongo,
Yeah.
my boy. I like metal. He's just fucking just raping everything, dude. All right, so I'm a huge fan of apocalyptic shit.
Is it dropping this Tuesday?
It is dropping this Tuesday, and I'm glad you said something about it because if you haven't seen my man cave, I'm a Marvel fan. I love anything and everything like super super dark, like apocalyptic crap, and he just fits right into the theme, dude. And he is gonna be a marauder of marauders. Like the dude is just. He has a freaking boomerang that you throw off to the right, and when it passes through an enemy, you can redirect it to come back through them. That's freaking fantastic. He has a freaking grenade that does like poison damage or some shit. At least that's what it looked like. That looked freaking lit. And then
Radiation damage.
I mean, and then homeboy has got a fucking bazooka. What the fuck? Like the dude, and the fact that the bazooka repositions you. Like I instantly had flashbacks to like
talking about you can shoot that bitch and it sets you backwards.
It shoots you backwards, bro. So I'm talking like, dude, you can jump off the little ledge that's right there at mid lane. Fucking hit him with the freaking back up onto the thing, dude. I'm like, oh my god, and it's like an AOE like burst like explosion. So if you hit 3 or 4 guys with that and you got mad damage on, dude, get the fuck out of here. You just like. It just blows my mind. The guy's going to have so much, like, I feel like he is going to be the new type of Twin Blast. He's going to be zoning people with his old grenade style fighting, and it's just going to be fantastic. Like, I'm super pumped for him. I mean, so you can see I'm just super giddy. I'm just hoping, like, the dude gets, like,
he's going to definitely be fun to play.
Oh, dude, can you imagine the skins on this dude? Like, come on now, like I could just see like on his face mask, like look like just give him little happy faces where the eyes are, and just running around and just be
boosh, 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 boosh.
Like, and then dude, I'm pumped. All right,
excited.
I'm excited, dude. I'm like a little schoolgirl right now. But I do. I just spent like all my coins on skins, so I'm like,
Man, I buy keys every fucking time. I have so many loot crates.
I know, dude. I got like 10 of those mothers. But
I have 40. So
dude.
I ain't never running out, bro.
No.
I'm just sitting here. I get loot crates more often than I get chests.
I don't even want to get into like the whole mastery thing with the way things are, dude. I feel like I'm being like robbed every time I try to get anything of notice on any champion. So it's
the leveling system is significantly slower than what it used to be.
Yep. And so I mean, but I'm not getting into that. I stay away from that. I'll wait for the noobs to start complaining so that I can take advantage of it. But
Yep.
So that leaves me to the Q&A for viewers. So this is our last point of the podcast, our very first one, and this is coming from Apocalyptic Dew. The guy asks, so I'm having a hard time during the mid-game card selection. I basically run carry, and I just can't figure out what I want to run on my Murdoch. Now, he didn't say what he's running early game or end game, but I'm pretty sure we can help him out as far as some card choices in order to help out his mid game. I mean, what are you running on your Murdoch mid game?
Mid game, I'm typically having a guard piercer, probably heavy hitter along with nitro boost. I usually run nitro boost for my attack speed, heavy hitter for my nice decent damage, and then I run guard piercer so I can go through.
Well, there you have it, Apocalyptic Dew. This is our recommendation from us to you. You need to be running Guard Piercer, Nitro Boost, and Heavy Hitter. Those are the 3 cards you're going to need in order to get to the late game and really start knocking into your late game build. Now, that brings us to the end of this episode. I do apologize for the video/audio mix-up at the end. We started having technical difficulties, and I wanted to make sure that you guys had the right kind of end to this show. Obviously, Goku was unable to finish the episode because his audio just got jacked. But that doesn't mean that, we're not going to try to bring you guys the best content possible. Next episode is going to be so much better because, every episode is going to be better than the last. Now, if you guys like the content, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really tells us that our content is top notch and doing what it needs to be doing for you guys. If you guys have any kind of criticisms, any kind of wants, needs, likes, or even Q&As for the next episode, please hit it in the comment section. We will reply to you and get back to you as fast as we can. And any suggestions are wanted and needed. So please hit us up with those comments. Well, that's all we got for you guys today. Stay frosty. Peace.